Good, beautiful morning. It is Saturday, June the 18th, 2022, and I want to welcome you to Supernatural Saturday, which is the meditation portion of our weekly show, which is called Shortcuts for Your Soul. The purpose of this program and the weekly show is to help people evolve their consciousness during this process of ascension that's happening on a global scale right now. The collective consciousness of humanity is being altered and changed by incoming energies that we label ascension energies. They're different frequencies. Science registers these energies as X-rays, gamma rays, cosmic rays. They've got their names for them, but they don't fully comprehend the effects of them other than the effects that they can measure on the physical reality they perceive with their instrumentation. But we are at this point of ascension where the collective unconsciousness can be moved forward or backwards, can be moved up or down, can be moved to the right or can be moved to the left. It cannot be neutral. We are going through a change as a species, and it is inevitable. This change is inevitable. It has happened before. It will happen again. I am honored and blessed to have the energy of Master Jesus with me today, who's going to talk about calming the waters. It's very, very fascinating. Well, calm the seas is the words he used. I'm paraphrasing. Calm the seas. And the story of Galilee is a very fascinating story in the Christian Bible and many other Bibles. They talk about these great events in geophysical activity where these ascended masters, such as Master Jesus and Moses and others, were able to calm the seas or part the seas. And one of the things he wants me to be very clear about today is that the seas that he's referring to, that is an allegory in these religious texts. The seas that are referred to are the seas of your emotion. Now, your emotion is the substance of the spirit that comes into you to be used creatively in the expression of your intelligence in this world. In other words, your emotions precipitate the experiences that you have in your creation here, what occurs. The goal of today is very simple. To give you the ability, the awareness, you already have the ability, to give you the awareness of actually being to affect and change the stormy seas within yourself, those emotional energies that seem to capture you and carry you off sometimes into despair, sometimes into a manic state. But these seas of energy, because that's essentially what they are, they're seas of energy. You have the ability to calm the seas within yourself, or even part the seas within yourself, if you understand what it is that is being said, that your emotions are the substance, the gift of the spirit that can be used in only two ways: in expressions of love, expressions of fear, expressions of good, or expressions of evil. There is no neutral in the divine. In the process of becoming aware of your emotions, and this is very important you understand this, in the process of you becoming aware of your emotions, the moment you are aware of your emotions, you are like the one standing upon the shores of the Sea of Galilee and able to request that the oceans be parted so there can be a pathway through the storm of the water, to be able to overcome, escape your enemies. It is not a literal event. It's an event of metaphysical comprehension that you are able to change the emotional conditions within your own mind and body to restore yourself to liberation and freedom, to peace of mind, to playfulness, to love. The ability to calm the seas is ultimately very simple. You have two instruments given to you, two instruments that you were given. The first instrument is your body, and it was given to you. You did not make it. It was given to you, and you are in it. The other instrument you have is your awareness, your consciousness, your ability to be aware, to create and change thought through your awareness, to select and choose thoughts and ideas that interact with the energy of the divine that is resident in you, the Father within you, that responds to what you think in the form of your emotions, and your ability to calm these seas is undeniable and irrefutable. And there is not one upon the face of this earth that can tell you that you cannot learn to calm the seas in your own mind. As you come to the understanding of what I am saying, your liberation is at hand. Can you imagine if you could walk through the Sea of Galilee simply by asking the seas to part? Can you imagine that you can go through the valley of the shadow of death? For some of you, when you're in your emotions, feel like you are in death, do you not? You feel like you are dying in a sea of emotions. But you can go through there and fear no evil. You can fear no evil if you understand what you will experience today. If you are willing, just willing to simply listen and follow these simple steps, you will calm the seas. Even if they are in the greatest of storm, you can calm the seas of your mind. For you are not your mind, you are of the Spirit. You are not your body, you are of the Spirit. Your emotions are the Spirit that you enliven with your thoughts, with your desires, with your needs, and with your wants. But there are simple things that I will offer you to apply. The first one is quite simply this: to give your body, the temple, rest, to breathe deeply life into your body, to breathe life deeply into your body, in through these two holes, these sinuses, to breathe life in, to hold that life in the body, because in this you are now what you would say in control. And then to release the breath from the body and allow it to release. Follow this step first, just to breathe. Hold and release. Allow that body to be still. Give it your permission to be still. Give it your authority to be still. And stay with this even as you hear the words that I speak to you, but stay with this breathing in to the temple and releasing from the temple, directing the temple to be still, to be relaxed, to keep your attention on directing the entire body to be still. If it seeks to tremble or shake, simply breathe and say, be still. Be still. As you breathe out, you be still. And each breath you draw in, be still. You breathe in, be still. You're calming the seas as the body becomes calmer and more still. As you give it permission to do so with your breath, you will notice that even as you do this, even the mind, the thoughts begin to quiet with the breath as well. Be still. Be still. Each exhale of the body, you are using the temple, and you are issuing orders to it to be still with your exhale. Be still. Feel the stillness grow with each exhale. Each exhale, be still. If any aspects of the body try to become active, simply breathe and say, be still, be still, be still. Always through the exhale, be still. You breathe life in, and you be still. Be still. Stay with this. Stay very present with this. If the noise of your mind distracts you, take your attention back to the breath. As you exhale, be still. Direct the temple to stillness with your breath. You will notice that the mind gets quieter as you continue in that line of assertion to the body to be still. With each exhale, be still. Be still. Give your attention to the growing stillness and keep your attention upon it. And you will see that with each breath, be still, that the stillness begins to grow. You begin to command the seas within you to calm, to be quiet, to be still. This is the simplest of things to learn, the simplest thing to teach your body to be still. Likewise, you may have emotions that may still be inclining the body to be anxious or nervous. If that is the case, simply use the breath. And as you exhale, you say to the emotions, be still, be still. Do so gently and caringly, be still. Be still. Each breath you draw life into the temple. You draw new life in with your breath. It is a fact. You draw new life in. And on the exhale, be still. If anything, even in the world that captures the attention of your ears or your nose or your eyes, anything that seeks to capture your attention, the same simple process of drawing your breath in. And to the part that is distracted or captured on the exhale, be still. If you hear a sound that tries to distract you, be still. Instruct the part distracted to be still. As the stillness grows so too does peace. If the peace continues to grow, it can become quite remarkable for you to experience your being that peace. In the stillness that continues to grow as you apply what I've suggested, the simplicity of breathing the life into your body, into the temple. Be still as you exhale. You think, you say, be still to it. Be still. Be still. Be still. And the seas within you are calming with each assertion of the breath, with each assertion of your request to be still, be still, be still. Do so softly, not aggressively. Be still softly. Offer that stillness. Offer the thought in gentleness. Be still. Be still. Be still. This is the simplest way. Be still. Be still. Be still. In the place where the waters go still, where your thoughts, once like waves, are now a quiet, calm surface, where emotions that were active and perhaps seemingly out of your control, as they become calmer under your loving authority being asserted over the temple, you're now saying to the temple and the servants within it, those servants are thought, those servants are emotion, those servants are memories. And as you say to them, be still. Be still. You begin to remember that you are not enslaved anymore. You begin to remember that you are free of the shackles of thought and emotion, able to establish a new life in your body and in your mind. And while this is but a beginning step, it is a most important step, the beginning, is it not? The beginning is always important. To know that you are beginning, to know that you can say to your mind, to your emotions, to your body, be still. I am the master. Return home to say, be still. By my command, it shall be done. And you experienced your body and your mind beginning to obey the servants. Now begin to hear the master's voice as you draw life in. Be still. Be still. And without the noise of your mind and the distraction of old emotion, you can begin to consider a new life, new possibilities. And the spirit within you can hear you when you are not overwhelmed by distraction of either the world or your own mind or emotions. This place of peace, where you are aware that I am undisturbed and undistracted, and what I will shall be done. You come to this understanding that you can say to the mind, you can say to the emotions, be still. You must use all three with the breath. Drawing life in. On the exhale, be still. For there is much in this world that will seek to distract you, much in your mind that will dissuade you if you have no understanding that you are the master in your temple. You are the master in your temple. And as you assert and gain the experience of that assertion that you are in fact able to say, be still, and it surrenders itself to you, the servants turn their ears to you and say, what now would you have us do? And you say, be still. Simply be still. The process of what you will do and be from that stillness is now a matter of choice. For anything that would conflict in your mind with who you know you are, you may simply say, be still. I will not hear you think about these bad things. I will not hear you tell me of those fearful things. You will no longer listen to the servants. You will become the master. You will decide, what is it shall I think today? What is it I shall be today? What is it I shall do today? And what am I? Am I love? What are you? If you are able to calm the seas of your mind and still the activities of the body and feel a degree of peace that you may never have felt before, to know that you haven't just experienced it, you have created it, that you can create peace within yourself, then what is to prevent you from creating love within yourself, love within your world, joy, playfulness? There is nothing that can stop the master when he arrives home and places his house in order. And this is what I've come to share today, that in this place, this very simple place of understanding, you have this wonderful body that was given to you to take care of, to use. You have a wonderful mechanism for creating thoughts and ideas that was given to you, and you may use it. And you have the substance of spirit, what you call emotion, that you may use as a substance of creation to generate the actions necessary through your body to create the world that you experience, the world that you are all experiencing right now. And you can see it as it really is, a product of thought and spirit and body. So you may, in this experience of understanding, not simply the intellectual perception of what I'm saying, but the experiential understanding of knowing that when you breathe and you draw life into that temple, and you can say, be still. You may also say, be excited, be filled with joy, let great tidings come. You may direct the house as the master. For some, it is a great revelation to experience that you can simply say, be still, be quiet, be calm. For some, this is a great revelation. But you may also say, let's create, let us love, let us enjoy, let us be compassionate, let us be inventive and excited and playful. You may bring into manifestation whatever your heart should choose. But you are the heart, and you are free to choose. You are the heart of the divine in that form as the awareness that is able to operate it. The simple act of the breath is the foundation upon which you can calm the seas. It is also the foundation upon which you can build great works of creation in this world, great acts of a nature that would uplift your humanity in profound ways. For the humanity that was before is different than that which is now. You have great innovation and creation around you, and take advantage of this simple process to freedom. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day. Just when you come to know through your own use of will that you may be freed by your own hand, that you do not need to look to another for that which you already possess, you will experience great joy. Again, the simple articulation of this is that when you breathe, you are literally drawing life into that body. When you breathe, and what you do with that life, when you have it within you, is your choice. You are free to choose. But I offer this simple process that you may say with that life, be still. To know you can calm the seas of thought, of memory, of emotion. And from that place of stillness, you may go forth creatively, manifesting as you will, and you do so anyway. Every thought that you will choose to think builds a harbor in your life for that which you think. So choose well in the stillness. When you are in that stillness, choose well what you will think. For what you think, so shall it be. So choose well. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Hello from South Africa. Hello, Vaughn. Please, if any of you have been doing the breathing that he's been suggesting we do, please share your experiences, what you felt. Especially if you found yourself feeling really emotional this morning and you used this breathing, please leave a comment so other people can know of your experiences, because your experiences are a teaching device as well as an experience for yourself. They can also offer other people change as well. Question from Adam. He's asking, can I ask Pan if he can define what he means, what is meant by dimensional element in his last explanation, referring to how energy differentiates through a medium, and give examples that further explain it? No, I won't today. I won't allow that today. Question from Sandra. I have a new friendship with a fellow Course in Miracles student, which I am quite excited about, but we live a fair distance apart. Do you see this new connection as being good for me? It's funny you asked this question. He's saying, if you understand the nature of who you are, then distance, again, is not as important as the connection of spirit is. If there is need for you to be together, you shall be together. If there is that need, if it is required, if it is necessary. And what will you decide? What will you decide? You shall see. Things are not what you think they are. They only mean what you think. Question from Holly. Is it possible to perform miraculous healings on injured animals and people? And if so, how does one develop this ability? Great question, Holly. He's saying the ability will come from the knowing that it can be done. But you cannot have this knowing if you have a mind that would ask such a question. But please understand, in that place of peace, where your mind and your emotions are calmed and still, you are not distracted by them, in that place, all possibilities exist in that place. You may speak and direct the healing. You may say, let the light of the Spirit heal, and it shall heal. If you have no doubt, it shall be done. But many of you hearing these words, but have a mind that is contrary to what it is you desire, will always be disappointed. But you must realize, if you have nothing in opposition to what you desire, then it shall be done. And many of you have opposition to what you desire, but in this place of peace, drawing your breath in, bringing life into the temple, and restoring that peace. In that peace, there is no resistance. In that peace, you can say, there is healing and wholeness flowing forth. There is joy and good tidings flowing forth. There is vitality and goodness in all my ways. There is no opposition in peace to what you would desire. So if you release the opposition to what you desire, you will experience the result of a desire fulfilled. Question from Manoj. Please ask my higher self if he has any message for me. Follow the instructions today. You're welcome, Jacqueline. Yes. Question from, yes, it's very beautiful. There we go. Okay, I think we're good today. I want to thank the presence of Master Jesus being with us today. You know, the story of the Sea of Galilee, and most of the stories in the Bible, he tells me that these are mostly allegorical in nature, that refer to the intrinsic nature of the soul, the mind, the body, and the act of creation in relation to the infinite intelligence, God, if you like, that makes all things move and breathe and seem as they seem, that we get to utilize that spirit as we choose. It's important to understand that your emotions are very powerful. They're a source of pure energy. They're from the great source. They're from the divine. Your emotions are of the spirit, and they exist in the flesh. The spirit exists in the flesh. Ask and you shall receive. And your emotions respond and react to the thoughts you have. And he says it's really important you get that peace in place. That when you understand the allegorical truths and how they apply to you as a divine extension of God, because you are an extension of the divine. All of us are, on all levels, all dimensions. We are all extensions of the divine. And yes, so be mindful of that you can utilize this energy any way you choose, for peace or war. Question from Diane, and this is a great question. Was Jesus a son or the Son of God? Yes and yes. And so are you. But you have been misled to believe that you are other than what you are. You've been misled by those who have taken advantage over what you would believe in them. For you come from the same house that I come from. You are of the same family that I am of. Do not believe otherwise. Yes. Well, thank you. Great question. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. Yeah, remember, if you're new to this channel, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed the content, you've experienced what you need to experience today. And remember, hit the notification bell so you know when we come live, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This upcoming week is going to be very exciting. On a reminder to my Patreons, today at 12 p.m., Patreon's only live event, Archangel Raphael is doing a discourse and meditation. Love is the pathway to healing and ascension. Love is the pathway to healing and ascension. And that's going to be at 12 today for my Patreons. You've all received the Zoom link for the meeting in the email that you registered as a Patreon with. So I look forward to seeing you guys again with Archangel Raphael at 12 p.m. today. This Monday, June the 20th, 2022, we're going to have my guardian angel John, and he's going to be discussing you are the master of the house, body, mind, soul, emotions. And that's going to be this Monday, June the 20th. Wednesday, June the 22nd, 2022, how to know what is right for you. And I was told to put in brackets polarity, and that's with a being by the name of Elijah. I don't know if this is the Elijah from the Bible or other Elijahs. I just know this being announced himself to me as Elijah. And that will be this Wednesday, June the 22nd. How to know what is right for you. Very excited about that one. Next Friday, June the 24th, there's a being coming in that has not identified themselves, and he's going to be discussing the concept of being free. And then in brackets, the servants obey you. And from what I've heard Master Jesus saying today, I can see how these all kind of fit together really nicely into a neat little package. So I hope you'll join us this week on Shortcuts for Soul, which is on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. For those of you that are interested in knowing more about mediumship and how to connect to your guides and your angels and how to begin to open up your non-physical senses, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairaudience, these non-physical senses that you were born with but have been made dormant by your distraction from the 5 physical senses, and you want to know more about how to open those up, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and register for our Mediumship Beginners Masterclass, which begins July the 8th of this year. I want to wish you all much love. Have yourself a wonderful, beautiful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday on Shortcuts for Your Soul. Bye, everybody.